I swear, I think that custom content and mod videos for The Sims are like my favorite things to record. I just get so excited about SimCC. As I'm sure many of you have probably noticed, I have been like near tears multiple times over build custom content in The Sims 4. And I'm not afraid to admit that. But I think today I found us some good stuff. It's by a creator called myshunosun, which by the way, really good username. Look at this. Are you seeing this? This is new, like this week that just came out. I've had their stuff on my list of like things to make a video about for a while because I saw this and I was like, oh my God. I need this. And like this, hello? Everything they make is like unbelievable. So obviously today we're gonna download it, play with it, probably get emotional about it. You know how it goes. And obviously I will have their Tumblr and everything linked in the description box if you want to check out their stuff. Not just build stuff, by the way. Look at all these clothes as well. I feel like I shouldn't download too much. Maybe just the top 4 for now. I need to like contain my excitement. I think the patio stuff probably excites me the most, like the outdoor furniture, because that is what I so desperately want more of in The Sims. See what I mean? I want to be a farmer. Look at this. Oh, I'm getting so much stuff. I shouldn't be given this kind of power. So now that I've downloaded a million things, to actually install them, documents, electronic arts, Sims 4, mods. And then you can put them in here. You can put subfolders if you want to. Like I have a build CC section that I usually organize things in. For right now, I want to only have this stuff so we don't get confused. You know, for a person who rarely actually builds with CC, I have a real custom content problem. You should see my mods folder that like isn't actually in my game, where I just like store everything. It's bad. Here we go. Oh wait, I think I still have mods disabled from the patch. Dang it. Yep, my mods are still disabled. Okay, let's restart the game. You know, if you ever update The Sims 4 and you think, my mods have disappeared, yeah, just re-enable them. But first, delete UI cheats and re-download it, because it's definitely broken and they definitely had to update it. So here's how you do that, by the way. You can just go to the Patreon page, scroll like all the way down. Version 1.27 from September 7th, 2021. And then you can just put them back. And then you can open your game again. Oh, by the way, before any speculation happens, I just realized this Sims 4 beta folder is not new and also has not been touched since Cottage Living. You can see July 7th. This is when we had Cottage Living early. There's not like some secret beta going on, I promise. It's just an old folder. It still has my saves and screenshots in it from like the last early access, you know? Okay, I'm gonna pop into an empty lot in Newcrest so I can look at all my new things. So I can play with all my new toys. The one problem with doing this the way that I do it is that all the sets are now in one place. Instead of them being in different places and downloading it one at a time, I have simply combined everything. I might put some wood floors down just so we can like fully appreciate how these things look without having some ugly walls. Okay, custom content. Mega living chair. Oh my God. Those are so cute. These are the kind of things that I would probably buy in real life to put in like my actual living room, you know? Also, I like that orange swatch. Something about that kind of speaks to me. And you know what? This one, this yellow, it's a real mustardy yellow. It's a good one. It's almost got some like green in it. I like that. And the wood swatches are so nice. Look at that one. I gotta stop with the blues. Like the blue Suburban's already happening. We've looked at one chair and I'm like, ooh, look. I really like that pink color too, that's nice. I like the pillow on this one as well. I wish that there was more like simple decorative pillows on Sims furniture. You know, like I feel like you can't really go wrong there, and they don't often put pillows on their couches. Okay, we also have a few couches in these CC sets. Do you know what? That's interesting. I like that it has 2 variants, like one that's missing one side and one that has the side. It's kind of clever. These are really nice. These ones are the garden ones, by the way, in case it wasn't clear. I've sort of like mixed and matched the different sets, but you get it. You can tell that they match each other, right? We're on the same page. Yeah, this is the patio furniture. That's so cute. We also have a swing. I've always wanted a porch swing. Like in real life, my whole life, always wanted a porch swing. Don't have a porch, so that's problem number 1. Someday, perhaps, but I have always wanted a porch swing. I just think this would be so cute. You know, sit out on your front porch, drink some coffee. I don't do that either. I have some work to do before these plans come true. This is the coffee table that matches that set. Oh my God, I love this. This like marble trend. You know what? I'm never so sure about the like marble trend in real life, because sometimes the marble is like a little bit ugly in real life and kind of overdone. Like I was at Target yesterday and I was looking at cake stands, believe it or not. Didn't end up buying one, but there was like 4 different cake stands that were wood with like a fake marble top. Do we need 4? But I love how this looks. I think because I like this marble, like it's kind of subtle, the veining looks really good. Like this one really appeals to me. It also looks like more solid and like it's real, you know? Honestly, all these things look so good. Like they look like they're actually Sims items. Like they look like they're made by EA, don't they? People are getting so good at Max's Match CC. It's so fun. Like if you were to tell me, hey Kayla, here's the new kit, I'd be like, no way, that looks awesome. Like I would totally believe you. Okay, here's a patio table from that garden pack. We also have a couple different picnic tables. I love that this one has a tablecloth on it. I think that's so fun. Like, I just adore this. I really do. This feels so realistic to me. And I like that we have a swatch without it as well. Like you could kind of combine, if you were making like a park, you could kind of combine these two to get some really fun looks. We also have the flower arranging table. This one functions, by the way. The post said that you have to have seasons for it, obviously, because that's what the skill comes from. But if you have seasons, this is a functional flower arranging table. So it's like this, but different. And in my opinion, honestly, prettier. It's simpler, like it kind of fits into your design a little bit better. This one's very like one style, and there's not that many swatches on it. So this one is an improvement in my book. We have the garden planters. This is one thing that I really wish we had more of in The Sims 4. It's like a little thing, but truly, those like the garden planters we do have, this is the base game 4-tile one. There's a couple that are debug that you can use. This is the only single tile one that's not debug or like weird looking. Like these. There's some that look kind of like this from Outdoor Retreat that you can craft, but they don't have a lot of swatches. Like, isn't it weird that just a plain black one doesn't exist, really? They have like the eco lifestyle fancy ones, they have like the painted ones from City Living, but I just want a plain black one. A plain black square planter, you know? Is that too much to ask? They're the same price as the base game ones too, so that makes sense, that's good. We also have these, but you know what? That's not really exactly what I'm looking for. It's a good touch, but it's not specifically what I was asking. This is the Garden Stories decor tray. Oh my god, that is so cute. I want to have a picnic. Wouldn't that be so much fun? I'm still not over this set. I think it looks so nice. I'm so excited about that. Okay, and then my favorite part, I haven't seen it yet, but my favorite part, the pergolas. You have one with the plant and one without the plant. I love how simple these are. I mean that as like a compliment, by the way. I love the like clean lines and the solid poles. I like how they're not like carved. Does that make sense? Like, I really like how this looks. And I feel like this would fit into a lot of different build styles as well because it is so clean and simple and it has like a million swatches and everything you could possibly want. You could totally match this to like everything you're building. And I really appreciate that about it. Oh, I love that there's 2 swatches too. That's so fun that there's one that has plants. Okay, and then these lights fit into it, right? So you can put the small lights in there, or you could put long lights this way, and you can kind of pick how you want to hang them. And they actually light up. Oh, they're so pretty. Those are such nice hanging lights. That's another thing. I want more hanging lights so bad in The Sims 4. We have a few options of hanging lights in the game, but I feel like none of them are what I'm actually looking for. Does that make sense? Like, this is more so what I want to see. Something like this. It's kind of simple, hanging on a rope. It's not like an offensive color. It could kind of fit into any style. The ones we have now, so there's some Parenthood ones, but they're like wall lights. These are super cute. Work really well for like a teen's bedroom. There's a couple colors, which is fun. I like these. There's 2 sizes as well, so that helps. Then there's the free holiday kit ones. These are also really good. We have a lot of different sizes, but they're also hung on the wall and only on the wall. There's not other color swatches, so if you don't like the yellow light bulbs, like you're kind of stuck with them. We have a few things like this, like the snowflake ones or like the sandal ones, so I guess those count. Then there's the toddler ones, but they're on a pole, so they do hang up like anywhere, but they're only this height and they're stuck to the pole, so you kind of are stuck with like this size and only a few light bulbs. Like that's a very different look than this, you know? And then they're also yellow or blue or pink, but that's not really like the soft white light that I'm looking for. And then City Living has a few, but they're way bigger, so this kind of serves a completely different purpose too. And we have those, right? We have these lanterns. And like, that's really nice, but they're also, again, really big and attached to the pole, so you're stuck with the pole. Same with the Seasons ones. Really cute. Stuck to the pole. Lots of swatches. It's kind of fun, but I just want some like plain white ones. And I let these hang from the ceiling so you can put them anywhere. I don't know. These are good. This is more so what I'm requesting. We have a lot of options, but none of the options are like plain enough. Does that make sense? I feel like that goes for like most things in The Sims 4. We have a lot of options, but none of them are plain enough. They're all too much. Okay, I missed this. This is the fireplace from that living room set too. Oh, that mantle is so interesting. Oh, I love how it's asymmetrical. That's really cool. I also like that black tile in there. This is a really cool fireplace. That's like a 10 out of 10 from me. That's really interesting, like design-wise. I like it a lot. And I like the marble on it too. Like that's a really nice, subtle, it's pretty. It's pretty. Okay, and then last we have that art set, the most recent set. I've been trying to skip the items from it so we wouldn't get confused. So the art room comes with a supplies cart. We've got a desk. We've got an easel. Oh, that's nice. We've got some stacked canvases. We've got a mini easel. And then we have some clutter too. Paint brushes, couple paint tubes. This is a canvas rack. This is the stool for the desk. Oh, this is lovely. This is just lovely. Okay, wait. The canvases come with paintings on 2 swatches, by the way. Are those in-game paintings? I feel like I recognize this Ferris wheel, but maybe they painted it themselves. Maybe it's inspired by an in-game painting. I mean, that would make sense, right? I like this swatch. I like the cloud one. That's really nice. And then this one is always white. Okay, that is really nice too. I love the metal poles. This is a good set. This desk as well. It's nice and wide, and I love the little stool. Like, this is just really cute. And those leather poles are like really trendy right now. The mini easel's very cute. I'm like obsessed with that. Also, simple paintbrush holder, so nice. The paint bottles, like you could stack up a bunch of them in here if you wanted to. I bet this was fun to make. I can see myself really enjoying doing this kind of thing. Like picking out swatches for the paint bottles. I bet I would love that. And this easel is functional, by the way. Like your Sims can actually use it to paint. Only costs 300 simoleons too. It's nice. I wish that the other easels were like that. Oh my god, it just started pouring down rain. Oh my. Okay, well, all in all, sorry about the rain sounds. This is a really solid few sets of custom content. And they're really versatile items as well. Like you could use these things, like you could use this stuff not in an art room. Like this desk would work perfect in like any room, you know? The easel could fit anywhere. It all matches each other, but it also matches like other things in the game. Like it blends in well. I love this. I think favorite items, I really like this picnic table with the tablecloth on it. Love the planters. Would use those a million times. The porch swing that I so desperately want. And also this pergola with the lights and the plants. Oh, amazing. Like I said, I will link myshunosun down below. All their stuff, their Patreon, Twitter, Tumblr, everything. The downloads for these specific sets as well I'll have listed. I'm just so excited. I love custom content. I always have so much fun with this. I swear it's like Christmas morning, downloading new CC and like playing in your game with it. All right, well, it is pouring down rain, so I'm gonna save my game and stop recording in case the storm causes my power to go out, because that has happened before, and I wouldn't put it past it happening right now. So with all that being said, if you enjoy custom content videos, I have lots of them. I'll have the playlist for you at the end of the video, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. It's like 10:30 in the morning. Why is it raining so much? Florida is very well known for its afternoon storms, but I don't know about the 10 a.m. ones. It was sunny 2 seconds ago.